Hey everyone, week one, psychology. So this is kind of my first time diving into psychology, so it's been really, really cool to learn. I've actually enjoyed the first couple chapters. My name is Nathan Ralston. I live in Tillamook, Oregon, and I'm doing the accelerated program through George Fox. These are my first two classes that I'm taking. I got my associates through Tillamook Bay Community College. So I'm excited to be working towards bachelor's and excited about that. Yeah, and it's first time kind of doing a real harder type college type classes. I mean, community college did challenge me, but I can tell this is going to be a little bit more, which I'm looking forward to. I like the challenge. One thing I do for fun is my boys race motocross. So we go all over Oregon, Washington, racing at different tracks every weekend and gone a lot. And I grew up around motorsports. I used to race dirt cars and stuff like that out at different racetracks around Oregon. So being around that motorsport thing really, I enjoy it. So and I'm glad my kids are in it, even though it's 2 wheels, not 4, but whatever they enjoy. So chapter 1, I really like history, so I really enjoyed this chapter. Anything and understanding where psychology came from and everything was really, really interesting to me. And I was kind of shocked at all the people I actually recognized when they're going through it. And one of them that really stuck out to me was Sigmund Freud. I recognized that name, and I really liked his his theory, where kind of all the problems arose from the unconscious mind. And that all your feelings are came from just your unawareness. We have no awareness kind of where they came from, and just and the dream analysis stuff, it really interests me. And I've always thought about my dreams, and after I've had them, and just kind of seeing how that kind of worked in the psychology was really kind of interesting to me. And then I just kind of outlined a couple of things. The examination of the first words that came to people's minds, and through seemingly innocent slips of the tongue. It was kind of an interesting way to look at how somebody thinks, or their psychological well-being, or what they have going on. Just examining stuff, the first word that came out, after stuff like that, and it was really interesting to me. And then just seeing all the different, William James, all the other different ones, and just kind of understanding how psychology has evolved and came into different areas. And it was just really, really cool to me, and I enjoyed it. Chapter 3, one thing that really I liked was the gene portion of it, and understanding all the genes and how that affects, and kind of stuff that you have, your genes that you already have, and how they work with your thinking, and how it fits in psychology. And one of the things that I really liked was genetic environmental correlation, and that was really interested me, because I've always been like, well, they use the NBA players, for example, but I watch, racing or, football, and I'm like, God, a lot of these football players, their dads played and they played. And it's like, how did they, being around that in their environment, made their, genes and activate more for that. And that's how they got into that stuff more. And being in that environment, it made sense to me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, in a way that once you kind of figured, oh yeah, they grew up around that, and that's what their dad did, and that's what, they were around that, so that's obviously why they're athletes. And I just understanding people and understanding how that worked was really interesting, and seeing that stuff kind of made full circle, like, oh yeah, that's how it happened. Obviously it's genetics, and they were stimulated from being around that stuff, and it worked in their favor. So that was really interesting. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in there, but just to touch on that one, that was kind of what I enjoyed reading in there, and just all the different makeup of that chapter. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good week 1, and thank you.